Yeah, excited to see what the Carolina Panthers are cooking in year 3 for Bryce Young. Season 1 was terrible. Last year started really rough, but got cooking second half of the year. And over the final third of the season, Bryce Young was actually the quarterback 6, but a lot of that was the 5 rushing touchdowns. I'm not sure how sticky that is year over year, but looks like Dave Canales was the right answer. Chuba Hubbard spread his wings last year. They draft McMillan as the alpha receiver this offense desperately needs. So it's an offense in general I'm interested in talking about, but obviously overwhelmed by Bryce Young. I want to know how much of his ascent last year was real, how much of it is repeatable, and can we look at him as a sleeper? And even if you don't like him, even if you're in a one quarterback league, you're not going to draft him. Could we play McMillan right out of the box? Are we going to draft Hubbard aggressively after his breakout season? They've added more competition for him at running back. Is Adam Thielen got anything left to give us? And Matt, anytime we can take an offense off the restricted list, because the Panthers were pretty much like it was Hubbard and nothing else. And it was just so nice. Oh, yeah, patches of Thielen. Oh, yeah, hey, Bryce Young. You're having some fun with him. So to actually get this to be a bona fide offense, to be a team that we can feel good about drafting a handful of guys, it's just nice to have another team off the restricted list. And again, yeah, I know some of the bloom is off the Canales Rose because the Buccaneers were better after he left. Of course, Liam Cohen has a big role in that. But I think Carolina hired the right guy. I think it took some time for the offense to maybe take shape. But it was just so nice to see Bryce Young get the type of coaching and the type of proactive play calling that he didn't get really at all as a rookie.
Yeah, I'm really high on Canales, and the fact that Liam Cohen was better and the offense was better a year after Canales was there, that doesn't change too much of how I feel about Canales. Mm-hmm. Like, two guys can be good. Like they can both be good, and I think they are both good as offensive play callers. We'll see how Liam Cohen is as a head coach, because I thought Canales acquitted himself well in what was a tough situation last year where they had to bench Bryce Young and basically only brought him back because Andy Dalton was in a car accident. Like, people forget about that, but ultimately Bryce Young came back a lot better. And there are a lot of pieces like Chuba Hubbard's a guy that I've ticked up my rankings a little bit, because I think his offensive line is really good. The run game was pretty diverse last year, and Hubbard just played so well. And Rico Dowdle, they barely paid him any money. Trevor Etienne was a 4th-round pick for them. Obviously, Jonathan Brooks is might go down as a what could have been type player because he tore his ACL again. Like, Hubbard might not have the insane workload that he had at times last year, but certainly is the lead dog of this offense and is somebody I want to draft a good bit of. My questions, Scott, for this team is the pass game. What do we get from are we going to get reports about Tetairoa McMillan's role? Because he's a guy that, drafters right now are very, very in on. He's something like there's no cutesy rookie kind of discount for him. He's like a top 30 wide receiver across multiple formats here. And like, he better be the day one starting X receiver and a guy that impacts your team kind of right away. If he's going to meet up with that. And I do, I like McMillan. I think I've talked a lot about him being a really good fit with this team and kind of sliding everybody down into Xavier Legette can play more flanker, Jalen Coker, Adam Thielen in the slot, kind of big slot type players. Like, I think that works well. It works well in theory. It's a great team building thing, but just from a pure fantasy perspective, I think McMillan's got to hold a big role early, and he's got to hold it basically from week 1 to the end of the season to justify that ADP. So is that something you think can happen, and what are you kind of looking for there?
Yeah, I think it can happen, and I like that he's been comped to Drake London, who we're not going to talk Falcons today, but I hope everybody noticed that Drake London went just bonkers last year after the quarterback change. And I get excited when I see those double-digit target games, and London was getting like 12 target, 13 target, 15 target games. Yes, more of that, please. And who was Zach Robinson in the second year? I'll shoehorn the Falcons in here. Who was Zach Robinson in the second year of the play sheet? It took him a while to get comfortable last year. I like what the Falcons were selling and were cooking at the end of last season. So I'm going to draft a lot of Drake London. And who reminds me of Drake London? McMillan does. I think he's going to be good right away. I think he's going to catch 85 balls.